Hello, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond with the first part in my legendary uniform awareness Jersey historian contract. Now this is dedicated to Bill Lang, who says he knows a lot about jerseys, so I'm going to try to teach him as best as I can. Now, the first game here is MLB Baseball 2005 for the PS2. The format, of course, is every sport: baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. I will do for the PS2, like just talk about the jerseys within the game and all that. Now there has been some cheats and all that have brought me to the game, so anyway, I'll explain in detail about everything. And also, of course, you know, only pro baseball, basketball, football, and hockey are there. There were no PS1 games that actually had jersey selection. You have to make a blind jersey selection. So anyway, here we go. Now first off is the Anaheim Angels. Now this game is from 2005, so they're word called the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, or the Los Angeles, who the fuck cares? So, once you go in advance, you see these jerseys. Now you see the basic road, the alternate home, the 1986 home jerseys. So, you see right here, the 86 home jerseys, you know, the cartoonish block letters of the Angels, and the A with the outline California, you also, and then of course it's a gray. 2001. Now I unlocked this. The 2001 team. That was when they went with their cartoonish blue, powder blue home jerseys. Thankfully, they didn't show them here. So yeah, I just want to get my pen so I don't have to point it at. And so basically, what you see here is the halo and the cartoonish 5 with the A for the Anaheim Stadium. And the road is gray. There's that pathetic alternate, you know, with Angels on it, the powder blue. They created that kind of for the kids because it was a Disney company before Mr. Morano bought it in 2004. Spring training. Okay, so Anaheim, Arizona, alternate home. The alternate you see here. Now, of course, I'm going to do the throwback jerseys. So basically, you see the throwback blacks. The 1999 home jerseys, when they were really called the Diamondbacks, the block with the diamond in the backs. Purple was pretty much a key element. Well, this is from 2005, so you see the purple element there. And then, you know, now you may be thinking, don't I like this team because it has my last name in it? Actually, no. And you see Arizona with the purple lettering and all that, and the green number. Spring training, nothing to look at. Yeah, well, I guess you could see Anaheim. The road and the home jerseys were basic, nothing really. So Atlanta, road jersey, home jersey, road jersey, kind of alternate home jerseys. I think they sometimes wore the red jerseys for a long time, but they were kind of cool. The 1974 home jerseys, that was of course the year when Hank Aaron beat the home run record of the great Babe Ruth, and you see here the nice Braves and the cursive and all that with the number 5, and off on the right hand side you see the famous feather. The Braves road jerseys strangely were blue, like completely blue, kind of cool. You could have worn them for a road. 1929 home jerseys, of course I unlocked it using my cheat code, but anyway, the Braves, you see here the Boston Braves. They were called the Boston Braves from 1901 to 1952, and then they moved to Milwaukee to be the Milwaukee Braves from 53 to 65, and then Atlanta they moved to in 66. So basically, you see here kind of with the Boston Braves, they were once called the Boston Bees and the Pilgrims and all that. So you see there, 1981 road jerseys, just kind of an offshoot. The blue with Atlanta in cursive instead of Braves. Spring training, nothing to tell them about. Baltimore. Road jersey, not much. Alternate home, wearing the blacks with the tax. They usually did that. The 1971 Orioles, of course, part of the great 69, 70, 71 triple AL champs, and then, funnily enough, Oakland won 3 straight AL championships in 72, 73, 74. But anyway, Baltimore, you see there, kind of classic, neo-classic. The road jerseys were not great. They were orange with the black text and all that, kind of cool. The 53 home jerseys, you see here the Browns and Brownie the Elf, or whatever they freaking call them. But anyway, yes, the Browns were part of the were the St. Louis Browns, which the Baltimore's were from 1902 to 53, excuse me. Because in 1954 they moved to Baltimore because St. Louis Browns were hemorrhaging money up the yin yang. The great Bill Beck used to own them. Spring training, all that. Now, I gotta also state the obvious. It's like, why is there no music? Because I don't want to get myself caught in a copyright strike by YouTube. So basically, I'm just trying to avoid trouble as is. So anyway, you'll see the mute at the bottom left. The alternate home jerseys wearing red. 1903 home jerseys, as you see here, old style, and then you got the tie-up collar, whereas most jerseys just have the V-neck and all that. But you can see the tie-up right here. And then the road jerseys were gray. 1908 home jerseys, kind of creepy how, you know, you have legitimately a red sock with the word Boston on it. And of course the tie-up and all that. Those were the old jerseys back in the 1900s. So yeah, the Boston 1908 alternates. They wanted to call themselves the Boston Atlantics. That was back in the 1870s. In the olden times, in some old leagues, you have a tie-up, you see there, B and A. That's kind of weird. Spring training, nothing to sneeze home about. The Cubs, home and away, you know, Chicago 5, alternate home. Nothing except the C with the Bear Cub in it. The 1954 home jerseys, kind of a strange logo back in the day. You see the C for Chicago and then UBS. It's kind of like similar down here, but you know that just has to happen. The road jerseys are weird. You got Chicago spelled out and then with a red curve on it across the middle. 1978 home jerseys where they've made the recognizable Cubs with the circle and the CUBS, and then the little Bear Cub on the right. And the road jerseys were kind of cute, saying that Chicago and 12 on it with a number on the front. That usually never happens in Chicago Cubs war. Spring training, not so much. White Sox home. Of course, these were invented in 1991. The White Sox had them in 1990 for a few games at the last season at Old Comiskey, Chicago, with the White Sox. Alternate home. See, the only difference is the back on the sleeves. Alternate road. Alternate road is the black. They wore those for a while at home games for the White Sox. I remember seeing those in '93 in the ALCS against the Blue Jays. They were wearing those black jerseys trying to follow the Blue Jays, but they didn't. And here we go, the famous 1919 Black Sox shirt with the big S with OX on it. I remember back in 1990 that they were advertising throwbacks for these, and they gave a lot of throwbacks away. The road jerseys with the stripes on it. Some people, of course, they're not just called the Black Sox because of their uniform issues. They were called the Black Sox because, you know, I mean, for the corruption, because Charles Comiskey famously didn't want to pay for laundry. And of course, 1983 home jerseys with the bright and colorful socks on the front. The patch, I think the patch was for the 50th anniversary All-Star game, because in 1933 the first All-Star game was in Chicago, and the 50th anniversary was at Old Comiskey Park. And Fred Lynn hit that grand slam. And also, that's when the White Sox pounded everyone in the AL West by 20 games in the division, to win the division, but lost to Baltimore in the ALCS. 1980 alternate, the Chicago, kind of blue, black with these on it. I've seen those jerseys watching old-time baseball a couple of times. One game I have on my computer is the 1977 Blue Jays opener, their first ever game. That was at home against the White Sox, and the White Sox wore those jerseys. And I also saw those on Carlton Fisk when he came back with the White Sox to Boston, to Fenway Park in 1981, and he had a home run in his first game there. Spring training, nothing to sneeze about. Cincy. No, it's kind of a harken back to the 1960s with the way that those jerseys are. I think, yeah. Oh, alternate home red. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, you see the home jerseys, whoops. Home jerseys you see right there, and then all of a sudden you see these. So basically, kind of a weird look. And then Cincinnati with the 5 in the 1970s, alternates. They even wore the red pullover. It was a pullover, no slippers, no buttons, no nothing. Pullover with the red on it. Spring training, Cleveland. On the road, home and road, not really, well, not special. Alternate home, alternate road, not really very special. But these are special. Strange seeing the blue version of the Indians right there. Yeah, you see the blue with the Indians and the weird thing. That was when Frank Robinson became the first black manager in Major League history. And then, of course, the red ketchup uniforms. Dwayne Kuiper likes to tell a story about the ketchup ones when he was playing for Cleveland. 1989, this, of course, was also unlockable. The Indians with the block letters 14. That was the same year as Major League made its debut in theaters. Of course, Major League was the big movie about the new owner trying to sabotage the Indians so much they moved the team to Florida, but she fucking fails. What a bitch. Anyway, Colorado, you see the Rockies home in a way. Alternate home, alternate road, blue, not much to talk about. The 93 home jerseys did not feature a number on the front. You know, that was in their inaugural season at Mile High Stadium. They played 2 years at Mile High Stadium. Bet you didn't know that. See the gray and the purple? The purple was featured prominently back in the 1990s before they changed it. The alternate, kind of nice. Detroit. See the home with the block D and Detroit there. 1906 home, you see the collared shirt, famous by wearing by Ty Cobb. The block D and all that, kind of cool. And the road jersey, kind of weird. Well, they have the buttons on it. You didn't see the buttons with the Boston ones because they were tie-ups. So anyway, you see the white collar and the blue jersey. 1972 road, that was another lockable. The pullover shirt you wear with Detroit, basically like softball shirts. Florida, see the home of the Marlins. Now, as I said, this is from 2005, so jerseys have changed. And because I have a PS2, I don't have anything younger than 2011, so basically you have to bear with me. So anyway, the alternate home, alternate road, you see the teal. You see the teal being prominently shown in the 93 home jerseys. See there, the road jerseys had the F, but you kind of see it in the background, but that was where you see the Marlin head for the F. All that. And the teal. It wasn't like super teal. Oh wait, there we go. You see the teal sleeves. There we go. I knew this was in there. I recognize all the jerseys, but this was massively teal. Teal and black to appeal to the younger generation. The 90s color scheme. Huh. And weird. Spring training, nothing. Houston Astros. Home and away. That's been around for a while. This is from 2005. I gotta keep reminding you guys. I don't want to, but the rusty blue. Now here's where the confusion is. You kind of have white as a home base for your. No, sorry. Correction. That would be for the road jerseys. But anyway, the home jerseys. See the Astros with the rainbow stuff on the bottom where the star is and all that. Rainbow. Oh no, they're right. I like to wear it. Mike Scott. But in fact, in 1986, the road jerseys they looked white, even though they were supposed to be gray. But they looked pure white. You know that. That would have been confusing if another home team wore their white jerseys. You know that. 1962 home jerseys. They were once called the Colt 45s. Now it wasn't. Now the reason why they changed their name to Astros wasn't just because, you know, the space program came in 1965 to Houston. But the fact of the matter is the Colt 45, the manufacturers of the Colt 45 guns actually wanted royalties. And the Astros said, fuck you, we're not going to give you any royalties. So they changed their name to the Astros. So you see the Colts with the revolver. The road jersey was more patriotic. You see the state flag of Texas on the right. You see Houston right there. Spring training. Royals. I know they changed their jerseys, but anyway. Tonight, wearing black, nice. The 1985 Royals, that team pisses me off to this day because, yes, we know about Dankinger and the match 3-1 comeback, but bear in mind, the 85 Royals had to beat somebody to get to the World Series, and it was just the Toronto Blue Jays. That pisses me off to this day. Kind of a nice crisp jersey, the George Brett jersey. The road jerseys were kind of bluish and all that. I remember those being worn in Game 7 of the LCS against the Blue Jays. Like, I see old videos, it goes Jim Sundberg hitting that bases clearing triple. 1969 home jerseys, kind of bland. You had the Royals, but then you had the Major League Baseball crest on the sleeves, and then you have Kansas City on the 69 road ones with the Major League logo. Spring training. Los Angeles Dodgers. See a couple of home jerseys. The alternate home were the blue. The 1944 home jerseys as the Brooklyn Dodgers looked crisp and clean. And then with the Brooklyn with the blue piping. This is interesting. The 1944 alternate jerseys has Brooklyn on it. Kind of a pale blue and all that. I remember the Dodgers wearing those on select games back in the day. But anyway, that's kind of nice to see those. Spring training. Brewers. Home and away. Kind of bland, don't you think? Now these were cool jerseys back in the day. The home jerseys when they were in the American League. With the yellow and blue and the number 9. Harvey's Wallbangers, because Harvey Kuhn 1982 Brewers won the AL pennant basically by their home run power. Like Corbin Thomas, Ben Oglesby, I would say Robin Yount, maybe Paul Mahler, Cecil Cooper, you know, those things. And the road jersey wasn't that bad. And all that. 1994 home jerseys, that was the strike turn season, and they went to the block letter Brewers and all that. Kind of weird. The road jerseys, Milwaukee and all that. The alternate was weird. You see Brewers, and then you see their own logo twice on this thing. Kind of weird. And yes, you see the Seattle Pilots, because yes, the Milwaukee Brewers were once called the Seattle Pilots. For one season, they gave Seattle an expansion franchise, and unfortunately, Seattle couldn't make it stick because of financial situation. So you see Seattle with the baseball with the wings on it, kind of creepy. And then the alternate is just in block letters, Pilots. As if you didn't want to know what team they play for. Minnesota, for home with the piping. The alternates. The 1913 home jerseys. See, nothing on the front, just plain basic white with the W on the sleeves, representing the Washington Senators, because they used to be called the Washington Senators. That was Walter Johnson's team back in the day. And then the road jerseys, you see the home, and you see the road jerseys, they have the blue buttons and the blue striping down the middle. And since they're home jerseys, they kind of, you see the Twin Cities logo on the right hand, on the sleeve, and then the number 5. The road jersey was blue and all that. Not much of a difference. 1960 road jerseys, that was the last time they were called the Senators. You see kind of a weird picture on the right hand side. You see it was supposed to be a baseball player towering over the Capitol building, but Senators, and then home jersey with the W, with a red and black W on it. Kind of basic and bland. New York, you got the home and the road jerseys. The alternate home, the alternate road, a lot of black, although they were at home at times. The 1986 Mets, who won the World Series with 108 wins, or winning 2 out of every 3 games, if you will, do the math. So the Mets with the piping and the orange and blue with the number 5 on it. I think that was the 25th anniversary crest, because the Mets started in 62, that was 25th season. And the road jersey was just plain old gray and all that. Of course, we all know about Mookie Wilson's ball through Bill Buckner's legs, Bob Stanley's blown wild pitch, Gary Carter's first year with the team. And then you see the 83 alternate, kind of a brand, kind of a pullover jersey, if you will. Spring training, okay, Yankees, the famous New York and all that. 1927, they didn't have any logos and all that. It was just basic, with no numbers on the back, because numbers were invented in 1930. And the road jersey, strangely, had the name of the team, but not the home jersey. 1903 home, you see the collar, and you see NY for New York. Kind of nice and all that. A great retro jersey, to be sure. But 1903 road jerseys, you see the big blue and all that. NY, kind of weird with all that button. Spring training, okay. Oakland, home and away. Alternate home, wearing their greens and their garish. Of course, Oakland was the first team to pick a color on their jerseys to not be white or gray. But anyway, 1921 home jerseys with the elephant in it. Of course, the Athletics, named after an elephant and all that. They were the Philly A's from 1901 to 19 54, and then they moved to Kansas City to be the Kansas City from 55 to 67, and then in 68 they moved to Oakland. Gray with the jersey. Of course, this was the garish outfits with the yellow tops and all that with the green on it. The road jerseys were green and all that. They even had a white version of that, like a white shirt version. They didn't wear that often. But anyway, the 1955 home jerseys, that was in Kansas City. The first year they changed the athletics to red color. Spring training. Philadelphia, home with the stripes and all that. The pullover jersey of the great Mike Schmidt back in the 1980 Phillies. The first time the Phillies ever won the World Series, and they were the slowest franchise to do it. Because technically they started in 1885. It was their first World Championship ever. And they were the last one of the original 16 franchises in 1901 to actually win a World Series. Strange how the Phillies were. You thought the Orioles would beat with the St. Louis Browns and all that, or even the Athletics, but no. The road jerseys were the blue and all that. See Mike Schmidt in those. The alternate. Now this is the St. Patrick's Day alternate. Kind of cool how the Phils decided to do a St. Patrick's game in 1989. Spring training. Pittsburgh. Home and away, nothing much. Alternate, not much to talk about. 1916 home is the letter P, even though that could be distinguished as the Philadelphia team, as the Phillies, but that was Pittsburgh with the P right by the pocket of their jerseys. You barely can see the outline of a pocket, so kind of like a pocket protector, TE. 1979 home, part of the We Are Family theme, where they had 20 different combinations of shirt, bottom, and cap. But anyway, you see the basic white with the stripes in number 5. Pittsburgh on the road like to wear the yellow. And thankfully we got the black. Los Angeles number 8. You know, they changed the colors a lot. San Diego. Of course, I think they changed their stuff, but anyway, this is 2005, as I said. 1984 home, you know, that was the team that came back from 2-0 down in the LCS, and in the final best of 5 LCS, and swept the Cubs to win 3-2. Now, there were rumors that because of the Cubs' chokery in the LCS, they changed it to best of 7 instead of best of 5. Of course, the Cubs didn't get to a best of 5 LCS for many years. I believe 2003 was the next time after 84 they got to an LCS. But anyway, see the Padres and all with the brown and all that. Now, R.A.K., that was for Ray Kroc. You remember him as the founder of McDonald's. So basically, they honored him. I think for many years they did. I know the Bears have George Halas's initials for the longest time. Yeah, you see the poopy brown of the San Diego Padres and all that. Kind of looks terrible. The alternate now, I think they were the first team to honor the military based on their camouflage shirts. Padres 41. I don't know who that was, Jake Peavy. But anyway, that was that. San Francisco, you know, the basics and all that. 54 Giants. You know, Willie Mays say, hey, they beat up on the Cleveland Indians, who were supposed to win the World Series that year in 4 straight games. You know, that was not the Bobby Thompson Giants, although he did play for the 54 team. Right, just basic. New York, part of the New York Giants. The New York Giants were around from 1901 to 1957, and they moved to San Francisco in 1958. They actually had them. Now, you know, the Giants and Dodgers moved from New York State to California in 58. But the Giants actually officially made the move, said they were going to move to California in 1957, and didn't sugarcoat it, like Brooklyn. If you watch Top 5 Reasons Why You Shouldn't Blame the Dodgers for leaving Brooklyn, basically the Dodgers left Brooklyn without the pomp and circumstance. I believe the Giants had a famous farewell game at the Polo Grounds and all that. So anyway, 1916 home, you see the checkerboard on it, and with the interlocking NY jersey. See there? 1916 alternate was just basically white with the NY interlocking on the sleeve. 1982 alternates. Now, you won't see the orange alternates. I don't think you do. Yeah, you don't. You get lucky, you don't see the orange alternates in these games. But anyway, Giants with the weird G on it. Seattle, basic. 1981 home jersey, you see right there, the Seattle Man. Number 5, kind of classic, neo-classic if you will. But the M, if you can see the M, it's the trident of the Mariner, legendary tail. And then Seattle had the blue road, spring training. St. Louis, home and away, you know, the birds on the bat. In 1934, it was a different angle. You know, the two birds sitting with their tail feathers straightened out and all that on the bats. 1934. That was the year they won the World Series with the Gas House Gang, with Frankie Fritz, Pepper Martin, and the Dean Boys, Dizzy and Paul, among others. 1979 road jerseys, they had the small number on the sleeves, which was a rarity at that time, using the number on the sleeves, but still maintaining the Cardinals birds on a bat plane and all that. Kind of cool. Tampa Bay, of course, when they were known as the Devil Rays, the Neil Green and all that. TV Rays. 1998, see the Devil Rays. Kind of a nice concept with the Devil Ray flying under the name Devil Rays with the neon colors and all that. And of course Tampa Bay with all those green colors and all that. Texas, we're almost done. 2 more teams to go. Home and away. Alternate home, alternate road. 76 home with the Rangers with kind of a weird look on it. Texas, strange how the S is bigger in size than the A, even though it's supposed to be basically the same size or whatever. And this home jersey from 1983 with the Rangers with the TR on it, that used to be Texas's logo, although the TR would be replaced by Rangers thrown across. Because I have a lot of Facebook cards of the Texas Rangers in 1990 with that thing up there, TR, spring training. Toronto, my team. Now, of course, this was the era of the shitty ones, basically the trying to be like the Devil Rays with the raisin on it. The blackness of everything. Putrid. Very fucking putrid. This continued to like 2011 when they finally relented and made the Blue Jays wear their retro style things. I hated those. 1992, of course, the first year the Blue Jays won the World Series. These are almost similar. The current jerseys are similar to these, but you know, with the Blue Jay. I thought that was like a talking thing, but anyway, the Canadian Leaf and all that. The road jersey with Toronto and black letters. They alternate. This, I'm so happy this got in the game. But the Blue Jays 25 on with the red. You know, you have Canada on the back. You don't see the back, but it says Canada 25. And every player's nameplate at the time said Canada. 97, that Canada game was the first ever Canada home game against Montreal. And unfortunately, Jeff Juden ruined it for the Blue Jays by pitching a no-hitter to the 8th inning until Sean Green hit a home run. I think it was 1 out or no out, but anyway, those were cool. And of course, the Blue Jay with the sideburns on it. And finally, Washington, you see the old style. Of course, thankfully, they had the Montreal Expos jerseys on it. See the Expos 1981 when they were supposed to make the World Series, but Blue Monday got them. The Expos actually stuck in kind of faithfully because the Expos were crappy in the first half of the season before the split season because of the strike, and then the second half they narrowly beat St. Louis. And of course St. Louis and Cincinnati were ruined. They were supposed to go to the LCS. In any basic year, they would have been, but because of the hoopla and all that split season, they didn't. So you see the Expos, of course you see the M. See, that's an M. That's an M. E for Expos, and B for baseball. The Expos logo. And of course the whole road jerseys were blue with the red numbers, and then of course you see the last Expos jersey before they went to Washington. Now this game was made in 2004.